Right? I don't see it live on Twitch. Okay, I seem to be live there. Edit layout. I want to set a layout and have it be... It's live. Hello? How does it look on Twitch? And how does it potentially look on YouTube? Right? I don't see it live on Twitch. Oh, there it is. There's that. So it is at least working on YouTube. Nope. Okay. One of the tests that I needed to do was... So on Twitch, there's a little cogwheel that you can do on the actual thing. Can you tell me if it has like 1080, 720, stuff like that? Can you tell me if it has multiple options or if it's just 1080? Okay. YouTube looks fine. Okay. YouTube has all the quality. It is just 1080 for Twitch. There's no 720 or anything else? Yep, just 1080. Dang it. So yesterday I got it to show 1080, 720, all of those. Just 1080. Okay. So here's the thing, right? The way that downscaling works is if it depends on the amount of content creators, right? Also, I can check my stats here and see if I am dropping any frames. No dropping of any frames. I mean, I'm sorry, I dropped 177 out of 365,000. So minimal that it doesn't actually matter. Okay, so now I need to go into here, and I think this is what Thalara said was good. If I do that, that makes my in-game about 10% higher, which is enough that you guys can hear, but it's not too loud for me. Because I've always had kind of low game volume. I'm just trying to overall make my stream better. I'm trying a lot of different things. I'm gonna try, you know, possibly, no promises yet, possibly doing like weekly uploads for YouTube. It is kind of crazy though, cause I was on my YouTube Tempest, I had a thing and it just made me, you know, little tear up, but I saw with the music and everything, you know, myself doing the first ever raid of Dragalia Lost. I saw that today as I was going through the settings and trying to make sure everything was good, and I was just like, why does it have to be gone? Why is it gone? So, yeah. So, I know there's a couple of things. Saved your solo runs of Legend Volk, yeah. Sadly, I don't have anything after that initial spur of Dragalia Lost saved, so it's only ever like a time capsule of like the launch week of Dragalia Lost, so yeah. So some things that I know that I have to work on. Oh, it says I'm just live now. Huh. Interesting. I need to make the opacity a bit higher for this chat right here. You see this? It's a little not dark. I think I didn't want it to be intrusive, but now I do. Also, I'm trying to cover the chat in case anything bad happens in the chat, but I think I might want to just put it underneath me. I think that's what a lot of people do. Let me see. Streamlabs. So I'm gonna have to go to... Alrighty, so I can't see both chats, which is a bit of a problem. Oh, did it do the thing? Hey, so you can see over here that the what's it called, the sub thing goes live. So there's a couple of things that I want to kind of look at and test and sort of go over. And while I'm doing everything, let me go and try to get some crafting done while we're talking, right? So we're actually gonna go to right there. Thank you for the sub, by the way, Tempest. I appreciate it. So first things first, I probably want to make this chat down here a little bit darker, so that way it is pretty apparent. And so I need to make sure to do that. So I need to put in a reminder. These are things that I should just write down. Microphone volume, so keyboard isn't too loud. Chat box. Less. Okay. So, for Twitch, what I have been doing is I have it run ads once every 30 minutes. And what that does is it allows me to not have pre-roll ads, which, hold on. Gigantify a thing for 30 bits. Oh, okay, thank you. I knew this was a new thing, but I didn't, does it actually show in the chat thing? No, it doesn't. So, back to explaining. So what this does is if you come to a stream, no matter what stream it is on Twitch, if they don't do what I am doing, you will have a pre-roll ad break. There's nothing you can do about it. There's going to be a pre-roll ad when you show up to the stream. If you do what I'm doing, which is playing ads on a scheduled timer, I can run them manually, but put them on a timer. Every time I run an ad, what it does is it allows me to not have pre-roll ads for like 5 to 10 minutes longer than the time. But by the way, I cannot wait until I can cut down this elm tree, man. That is like the goal. So let's say I run an ad every 30 minutes. If I run an ad, it will disable the pre-rolls for anywhere from 35 to, it ends up getting closer to like 45 minutes. The longer my stream goes, the longer it disables the pre-roll ads for. And so what it does is it means that anybody showing up to stream, whether they're subscribed or have turbo or don't have turbo, anything like that, no matter what, anybody that shows up will be able to immediately watch my stream, because the problem with pre-roll ads is since you can't disable them unless you have Twitch Turbo, which not everybody does, if people show up to a stream and they have never seen the streamer before, they're just not going to watch that stream because there's a pre-roll ad. So, one of the most recent things I've done is started using ad breaks during the stream, because I only even just enabled ads a couple of months ago, right before I had to take a couple month break, so I never really got to explain this to my community. But I actually have a command, right? And so this explains everything, and it's when an ad is playing, I'm going to stop playing the game if I'm doing anything like intensive, or if I have the ability to stop. Obviously, if you're playing a game that's like an MMO, that's like a MOBA, it's a little hard to just stop if it starts playing in the middle of a game, But so that's what those are for. And then two new things. Yesterday, I ran a test for the first time ever. And remember, I've been streaming for over 10 years. 10 years, man. And I did a stream in 1080p yesterday for the first time ever, because I swapped softwares. And by swapping to a software that is less bloated, I am able to stream in 1080p. And with that, I also tested streaming to YouTube and to Twitch differently to make sure quality was okay on both platforms, both on Twitch and on YouTube, and it worked. I also tested my internet to see, can I stream 2 streams at once, because as of this year, multi-streaming is finally officially allowed. I think YouTube has never really cared, but Twitch always did, and finally Twitch said, yeah, no, that's fine. So, today was the test to see, can I run 2 streams at once, and can I do a 1080 stream on both. Now, yesterday I had quality options on both, so mobile streamers were able to properly watch my streams, because the problem is, if you have a 1080p source, they can't downscale it, so the only way that they can watch me is if I'm in 720. Even then, like, I don't know if you've ever tried to do this, but if you're on Wi-Fi at your, if you're watching at work or whatever, for people, if you're, out, getting McDonald's or something and you happen to have a stream open, you can't watch it, and you have Wi-Fi, so I checked yesterday to see do I have downscaling, and I did. I had all of the options, but that was only for yesterday. So, what I think I might do, because I've always done 1080. I've always been 720p, right? Forever. So what I'm thinking I might want to do is maybe, well, I'd like your opinion too, if you want to give yours. I'm thinking I might make the native platform I stream to YouTube, and have it be, because the way multi-streaming works is it copies one stream and sends the stream to another place, right? So I'm streaming to Twitch, and then they're copying that exact stream and they're sending it off to YouTube and streaming to YouTube. You still need the ability to do the same stream twice, right? But YouTube can scale way higher, like almost 2 to 3 times as high as Twitch. So rather than copying the stream from Twitch, what I might do is stream in 720 on YouTube, or 1080 on YouTube, and then stream and lower it down, because you can do that, for Twitch. Shame I didn't get it. Because my main place that I want to stream is Twitch. That's the main place I want to get people to show up at. Hey GRW, how you doing, man? And hello, Thalara. Welcome. See, that's one of the other problems. I need to get my third monitor set up again. I actually tried 2 different ones. Neither of them worked. But actually, properly being able to respond to both chats will be a bit of a problem. I mean, I could also tell people that show up to Twitch, hey, if you're having trouble watching the stream, just go watch it on YouTube. I don't think that's really the right thing to do, because YouTube will have the ability to downscale. Yeah, I actually have 3 monitors. There's actually one right there that isn't working. I've actually had it since the 90s, and it died this year. It's weird, right? Because it actually plugs in, like it gets power, whereas the one that's like 5-6 years old doesn't even act like it has any power, and it doesn't even act like it has power at all. But yeah, this way people can watch from wherever, and hopefully I can get more people. It should be fine. Yeah. And I actually made a command too for that, right? So obviously I have the YouTube command, right, which says just go over to YouTube, but I changed what it said to say, hey, look, we're now multi-streaming over on YouTube as well. So oh my goodness, do you see this? Somebody's 180. The elm tree has been cut. Oh my goodness. 3 monitors, so you see stream artwork, main monitor to display reference, second monitor for chat, third for drawing. Yep, That's why third monitor is so good. But I wanted to show something for people who are in chat. So, first things first. Oh, weird, look. I have my old setup back. Crazy, huh? So I have it with everything. I found a way to import the data from my Streamlabs. I don't know if I'll be able to fix chat because I've already imported the data. I might have to delete this one and then redo it. I actually have all of my old setups, like from way back when I started streaming. But Thalara and GRW will appreciate this. Yep. You can tell it's my original setup because I don't have this picture anywhere anymore. Squall Cage is back. It's in the cage. But yeah, I mean, the last video that I uploaded before I stopped doing YouTube was actually... Where's the BT? The what? But the last video that I had uploaded was actually some random Lufenia clear in Dissidia, so on this YouTube channel is a bunch of games that are necroed. Like, I think probably the only game that still exists that is covered on my YouTube channel is Epic 7. I think every other game I have played that I have posted on my YouTube has shut down. Other than, like, you know, I covered, like, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3 when it released. Obviously, Kingdom Hearts can't shut down because it's a single-player game. You just had your caffeine? Yeah. Well, you know. The burst weapons. Where's my BT? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I get you now. But yeah, I mean, we have... I don't even remember. It was this one game where Starry and I decided to be... This was before you had things like Pridewin out there and other sources, so finding a consolidated spot that had tier lists, information about, you know, how to build a character, what gear to go for, tier lists, guides, stuff like that. They didn't have anything like that way back in the day. And so Starry and I decided to try to be that for a game. And the problem was, the game we happened to pick ended up being the most pay-to-win garbage game we had ever seen, where, like, to even get one of these characters was like, you had to pay $250 to get a character, and back then, that was outrageous, and no way, there's like, this was like a complete cash grab, and, you know, I mean, no game would ever do that, and now, today, $250 to get a character is pretty much the average for a gacha. Made the mistake of rewatching Acheron trailer? Yeah. I mean, I don't really play gacha games that much anymore either. For the most part, I've moved on. I mean, this year, my most played games were pretty much all non-gacha games. I mean, I still do play Star Rail. I'm keeping up on Star Rail. And I'm playing Girls Frontline 2 for the moment. And that is about it. I'm playing now 2 different MMOs, which means, I mean, I'm sure you guys know, if you're playing 2 MMORPGs, you're only going to be playing one after not too long, because you can't keep up with 2 MMOs. It's just impossible. So I was playing Hypixel, and which is a Minecraft MMO, and now Dofus. I do have a lot of things planned in the future, though. you know, there's 2 playthroughs which I could maybe cut up and try to make into some sort of Let's Play. The problem is I don't like video editing. Like, just the thought of opening up my video editing software and making a video to release a video for this week. My head started to spin. I don't like making thumbnails either, which is why there's no thumbnail for the YouTube stream. Because it'll eventually get a thumbnail once I've been streaming for a bit, right? And I haven't really decided, right? Because my sort of mascot is me, like what somebody would call like their fursona, you know, what I would envision as my original character. It just so happens to be a furry character. The problem is, as much as I like that, it's not really, I mean, a lot of people don't get or understand that sort of thing, so, yeah. I was going to play Hollow Cure when the update came out, but I've been injured, so I wasn't able to use my, both my hands, so I needed to, not play games that took both hands, and that is a game that takes both. Yeah, the plan now, I mean, obviously, I'm currently covering Dofus. I want to... I have a plan to do a... Coral Island multiplayer playthrough. Now, the open beta test for the multiplayer is going live on the 15th. Okay? Really? You came all the way over here even though you clearly saw me cutting the tree? Some people, man. Some people, man. Yeah, I mean, focus on your finals first, man. Do what you do best. So we have a beta test, a open beta, because right now it's the closed beta test for Coral Island, and obviously I'm not going to play the closed beta test, not because I don't want to, but because we're not planning to, like, the closed beta test was meant for people testing stuff and actually providing good, concise feedback, and I'm not saying that it's not possible for us to do that. It's just what Wetred and I are planning to do, and if, you know, I potentially have a couple other people that'll be joining for Coral Island, is we're just sort of testing to see what is possible with the test, and so the 15th is when the open beta test happens, so I'll be streaming that, and we'll be sort of going over a plan. Now, if we have people with us that don't want to go hard or don't want to play, you know, the way Wetred and I are playing, then maybe we change how we do things, but I don't know, I may have a bit of a hard time playing a cozy game and not trying to maximize what I can do. The fact that there's a time limit every day makes me want to maximize. It's supposed to be like, oh, this is real life, you know, you have only so much you can do in a day and then you're done. And I'm like, okay, what can I do all in a day? You know, instead of just doing what you want to do and then being done there. But yeah, so the 15th we're going to test. I may not double stream that, or maybe I will. We'll see exactly what happens when it happens. And then a big old patch is going to happen for, oh, wow, I just barely missed that. Is going to happen for Pal World. And it's going to be announced tomorrow at the Game Awards. And there's a lot of other things going on with the Game Awards, so I am, of course, going to be covering the Game Awards tomorrow. But they're going to announce it tomorrow. And one of the big things that they're doing is a huge quality of life for people who are builders. And so my plan is to do a playthrough, a second playthrough of Power World, because I've already played through and basically beaten the whole game. But that was like the first week that the game was out, and a lot has changed. And it's not that this particular change was one that I was waiting for until I was going to play again. No. I had a friend that got the game and wants to play it, and so I want to play it with said friend. And so I'm going to play it with the friend. The problem is when they got the game, I wasn't able to play because, you know, I had an injured left hand. And so we're going to use this update. And so that update will be live right around Christmas. So right around Christmas time, I will have 2 playthroughs going because well, almost. So the open beta test for Coral Island is from the 15th of December until the 3rd of January. So I'm guessing beginning of January, like mid-January, is when the actual... it will go live that you can do multiplayer now. Oh, come on! Yeah. It sucks. Especially because they ended up doing their patent after Power World was already out, so... it was just one of those things where if Power World had been smarter and had have done the patent first, they could have... they could have gone after Nintendo, actually, if they had have reverse swept them. Obviously, Nintendo thought of it and did it first. I am just not going to be able to keep up with these people, man. There are too many people gathering, and there is not enough. Though, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, at exactly this time, like, literally right now, this current hour, is going to be when... I think Saturday is ore, and then Sunday is trees, and so they're gonna have like triple growth speed, and so I'm hoping I can actually get decently far in lumberjacking this Saturday, Sunday, and also mining too. You said you hate that. You hate the fact that you're limited on your time, or that people try to rush because they're limited on time. Their revenge update, nice. Forgotten about the Game Awards? Yeah. Honestly, I did too, except for the fact that there were a couple of games that I knew were having big announcements, like Warframe has a really big one. Now Power World has one, so... normally there wouldn't be a whole lot of reason for me to cover the Game Awards because it's just not really my thing. I don't really play enough games to be like, ooh, this game won. That's so great. I really liked that game. It's like, you know, what am I trying to say here? I voted on the Game Awards this year. I didn't actually vote last year, right? And there were like two whole categories where I just had no idea what any of the games were. I mean, it was mostly like VR games and some indie games, but I just I'm not a person who buys and plays, 20 games in a week. I know there are a lot of people who do that, but yeah, and then there's that other sort of similar game, JRW, where they what am I trying to say here? Wait a minute. It just started right... Oh. It just started now? I thought it was supposed to start 30 minutes ago. Huh? There's definitely 2 zeros in that time, and Delara lives in that time zone and properly, converted it for me, so I don't know why the event says it would have started literally right now. Whatever. Yeah, there's another game that is like that too, where your character grows old and dies, and you pass on your heritage to your children. And so if you don't romance people and actually fall in love and have a child, you game over when you die. Because there's nothing left for you after that, because the whole point of the game is sort of like following a family's heritage across the years, and then when the adult dies, you're now playing as the kid. Is not that much important? Yeah. I get you. It's just, it's very much the Twitch hyper, gamer focused thing that I just don't participate in, I'm just not that person. So, and tomorrow I may just cover it on Twitch. I may not actually cover it on YouTube. I may just do a singular stream tomorrow. We'll see. It's a good thing that nothing's happening in Dofus tomorrow, because if something was happening in Dofus tomorrow, I wouldn't even do the... I would watch the Game Awards after it was over. But tomorrow is not a weekend, and the weekend is when they do the boosts. The problem is the resource boosting right now, like the one that happened today, happened at 5 a.m. my time. And as much as I want to gather resources and sort of, get my professions ahead in this game, I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. to do it. I can't do that sort of thing for games anymore. I understand my limits as a gamer, and I follow them. I'm not young anymore. It's not, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, and Genshin Impact. If it's like best ongoing live service game, which I think is like a one of the categories, both Star Rail and Genshin Impact could be on there. But I mean, think about it from the flip side of that coin, right? Think about how many games Square Enix has been made. Not just Final Fantasy XIV, but think about how many ongoing games Square Enix has. They could have like 20 games in that category. It just so happens that Square Enix is not very good at keeping games running and their community's happy. I mean, they sort of did well with Final Fantasy XIV and nothing else. Like, every other game that Square Enix has tested and tried has been a failure for, like, a live service game. You look at all of their ongoing games, and, I mean, they just shut down. That's like, you see a game pop up, you're like, oh, well, this is gonna shut down. Not really a point in getting into this. I mean, there was a Nier Automata game, mobile game that came out, shut down. I mean, obviously, everybody watching right now knows about Dissidia. All of the people I'm currently talking to, we all played Dissidia. So you know, we can vouch for how badly they did with Dissidia. I don't remember if it was Brave Exvius or the other one, War of the Visions, maybe. There were two different mobile games that they did alongside Dissidia that were specifically Final Fantasy based, and I think one of them shut down, or maybe they just like got rid of the English department or something, and they just stopped hiring. Like they fired all their voice actors, and like their games like circling the drain, about to be shut down at any moment. Yeah, there was a Nier Automata game. Yep, that shut down. Let's not forget about Kingdom Hearts Unchained X. Remember that game? Mobile game? Yeah, that's gone. There was another, actually I think there were one or maybe two actually other Kingdom Hearts mobile games, and I think both of them shut down too. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, one of the things that I talked about earlier that I was saying, the monitor situation. So there's a couple of different things that I'd like to do for the channel. I'd like to be able to have another monitor, so that way, you know, things like multi-streaming, I can actually look at both chats, for example. And I also would like to get new emotes for my Twitch channel. I'm not going to get rid of the ones of my I'm not going to get rid of my shadow emotes for obvious reasons. Those will forever stay. I know some people, when they some Twitch channels, when they lose their pet, they don't keep the emotes around, but I mean, I'd rather have them than not have them, you know? I guess everybody sees things differently, and that's the way I see it. But I have 2 new cats now. They've not really been ever present on stream. It's not been sort of the same thing as Shadow, where she would come and sit next to me and just howl until I picked her up and showed her on stream. I mean, they've been posted in my Discord, and so I might do a whole bunch of different emotes with them. You just cringe about them now? Yeah, I get you. So, there's going to be 2 potential goals that I put for the channel for the upcoming future. You know, I want to I think I have a couple of different goals that I would like. I would like to get myself to maybe, like, we'll see how this works, but maybe posting a video once a week. I also dang it, I didn't get either of those. Yeah, I think I'd like to move up to a you know, if I can get to 1K subs on YouTube, And, you know, the whole saying, like, hey, look, I'm live streaming, like the video if you're watching it, you know, because it helps to spread it to other people so that people, if you like the video, then other people will show up and, or YouTube will actually recommend them. That's the whole reason that I wanted to stream on here is if you have viewer engagement, then they will continue, YouTube will continue to recommend people who want to watch this content, right? And that's where you go into using like hashtags and stuff like that, because they're not actual hashtags that people look up. If you look in like my stream title, it says like hashtag Dofus and hashtag MMORPG. If you type in MMORPG, that my stream would fall under that category, as in all MMOs. If you were to type in Dofus, so the way they use hashtags here is for searching. So when you search for that term, you will get this stream. Well, the more it's engaged on and such. That's how it's supposed to work. But yeah, so I would like to get subs up for that. I'd like to say I want to get a viewer goal, but I don't really want to like put it on screen or show, hey, look, did we break a new viewer record? Because that's one of those things that if you show up to somebody's stream and see that they have an amount of viewers that they want to hit, and let's just throw out the number out there. Let's say they want to hit 2 viewers as their all-time peak, and you see that they haven't hit that number, that means people don't watch that stream, and maybe you don't want to go into that one and watch it, you know? And so, you know, it's one of those things where it's like a personal goal I want to keep in my head. But then also, you know, hopefully through different things, you know, through either people watching ads on Twitch or subs or something like that, maybe we can earn enough for that third monitor, and then if we can keep going, then Twitch emotes too. Like to get ones of my new cats. Both YouTube and Twitch chats on the same screen. Yeah, I have a way of doing that, but the problem is, if I did that, I'd be afraid that it, I'd be afraid that, you know, having both chats up at the same time, I think one of the ones doesn't like it as much. Also, for now, I think I'm going to hide the chat just because it's not the way I want it to be. It's not... I'd want it to have a little more solid of a background. But yeah, I think one of the platforms doesn't allow the double chats, though I don't know which one it is, so there's also that. Yeah, when I was doing this rotation last night, I wasn't getting a lot of trees because the reason a lot of people come here is to get the trees. This is the forest, right? But I was at least getting the herbs. Yeah, just like, before this year you could multi-stream. You just couldn't say you were multi-streaming or post it anywhere or talk about it, and if you were a big enough content creator, and they found out about it and you were doing it, then you would lose your contract, or maybe you have to pay money or something. I don't actually know what... Maybe they would, like force you to pay them some money or something like that, or you would lose all of your revenue for that platform or something. I don't know exactly, but so even though people still did it when it wasn't allowed, just like people will do both chats, I am extremely honest to a fault. It's one of the reasons why I have problems with making certain YouTube videos, right? Because I could easily have done, you know, hey, here's a tier list, and here's who to reroll for, and all these things, and Girls Frontline 2. Because the information's out there. Everybody knows it. Well, not everybody. Obviously, people searching up a video don't know the information. But I could just make a video about it, even though I'm not the one that came up with the tier list. I'm not the one that came up with the reroll guide. I didn't do those things. But I could make a video on it, and that's what every single mobile YouTuber does. Not a single one of them has ever come up with the information themselves. And that's not me throwing shade, that's just how it is. I have no idea who the person is that comes up with these tier lists, who come up with this information. And I get it. Some of them are just really big content creators that want to share their knowledge with a whole bunch of people because they want their audience to know the information. But a lot of them put it as if, hey, I've come up with a tier list for you. It's like, no, you have not. You are a filthy liar. You have looked at somebody else's and regurgitated the information. So that's what I mean by the honesty, is I can't do that. I can't do that because it's not my information. I didn't come up with it. Yep. And, you know, almost every single one of them just have Pride One up while they're showing who's good and who's not good. So if you're watching if you're watching that content creator, you know they didn't come up with it. Pride One did, or somebody told Pride One about it. And usually it's the case of if it's a brand new game that doesn't have any information on it, then, you know, they just come up with the information by looking at the characters' kits. If it's a older game, if it's an older game, like Girls Frontline 2, which has been out for 2 years in China before it came to the rest of the world and split into 2 different companies, they just asked people that had been playing since the beginning in the China server, hey, what was good, what was not good? What did people summon for and later regret, you know? And then they come up with a tier list based off of that. At some point, nice. Yeah, my big number streams were back before any of you guys ever even knew I existed, because I started streaming, I mean, it's over 10 years now ago, but I started streaming to do Diablo 3 because I was with a bunch of people and we were, you know, shooting for that #1 spot for fastest and highest clear of a Greater Rift in Diablo 3. And if you have no idea what that means, that's fine. Yeah, I think it was probably something like 11 years ago now. I think that's how long it has been. when I first started streaming Diablo 3. But, you know, at one point we had hundreds and hundreds, and I think through raids, especially because, you know, I was playing with, you know, we were a 4-man group, so I was playing with other people, and a couple of them were streamers. I think at one point we collectively got 1,000 of the viewers in my stream, so I think that's my highest, just over 1K. But I mean, then I stopped for a long time and sort of reevaluated what games I wanted to play, and you know, I skipped back and forth between a bunch different genres, and you know, I settled on mobile games for a very long time. I mean, do you guys remember when we had the streams where we were just first looking streams, or we had people you know, post their game that they wanted to see in chat, and we would just download the game and just play it that day? And so many of the games were just terrible. I mean, let's be honest, I think every single one of those games were terrible. We had a role in Discord, which, you know, stopped being a role after a while, which was the tag of, you know, I killed Razzie because we had that one game that we were playing. I don't remember its name at the moment, but the way it worked is you picked a character, and then you had to move, like, forward, right, left, or back on a map, and that would bring you to another map, and then you had to search for gear. And then you were trying to, like, combine the gear and make it into weapons, and it was very, like a web page browser game, but it was, you could play it on your phone. And actually, it got a Steam port eventually, which, you know, made the game super nice and actually be like a regular... It almost plays like a MOBA now. And in that game, I was not amazing at the game, but I was pretty good. And while we were playing, when we were just in our little community of people, not, you know, the tryhards, because I remember once the tryhards, that people that actually knew what they were doing, showed up, they just made the whole thing not fun for all of us. But, yeah, I made a role in Discord to try to get people to show up to stream, and it was the, hey, I actually participated in a game with Razzie and killed him on stream. Yeah. The amount of times that I've talked about that game on stream, the amount of times that so many people... I mean, that game gets so much attention just because of the, like, sponsorships they throw out, and, you know, how many different people have tried it and said it was good, said it was bad, said, you know, I mean, say what you want about the game. It has been dissected, and it has been, like, people have their opinions about this game now. You know, I haven't actually seen if I've leveled up any professions because my chat was scrolled up the whole time. Oh, Alchemist went up one. And it doesn't look like Lumberjack did. Lumberjack would have been the better one to go up. But yeah, so there's a plan to play Power World. There's a plan to play Coral Island. That'll probably be in January. And I would like to start scheduling streams. The problem with me scheduling them right now is I'm just barely getting over a sickness right now. Like I'm sure you heard in the start of stream, I had a cough drop in my mouth to sort of help with that. Alright, man. Thanks for being here, Tempest. I appreciate the sub as well. You have a good one. Are you going to be, so you had said Wednesday. Are you finishing your finals today and thus will be able to hang out tonight after they're over? Or were you meaning that, like, tomorrow is when you can start playing? Just so I have an idea. Going back to streaming. So, one thing is I'm getting over a sickness, so streaming at a consistent time right now is proving difficult because, you know, if I spend the whole morning coughing up a lung, then, you know, it's a little hard to be streaming while you're spending the whole time coughing. But then, too, I've also been doing a lot of back-end work to try to, like, I just completely moved from one streaming software to another one, and that's taking a lot, and I'm watching a lot of different videos and information about this new software, because I used it when I first started streaming 10 plus years ago, and then just didn't touch it because I found a program that was easier to use, and so I'm having to relearn the whole thing. And then also I may start, like, brainstorming and coming up with video ideas and trying to figure out some video editing techniques and working on videos, and then obviously with that comes also thumbnails. So until I've sort of squared everything away and gotten into a rhythm, I'm not going to be setting a stream schedule, but it should be around this time, hopefully, about 5 days a week at least. I want to finish early, but I don't want to rush the finals. Okay, well, just let me know when you're done with them and when we can expect to play with you. And I actually could have chosen a much more relaxing task than this. I could have gone and farmed, or done fishing, or something like that. I chose to do, specifically alchemy and woodcutting because I knew that, these are going to be the harder things to level, and the thing that I need the most of, so that's why I'm doing specifically these, yeah, so we moved on to fishing. Yeah, we moved on to from mobile games to back to playing PC games, and I don't want to say that I just played, you know, MMOs when I came back, but I mean, is it? That's crazy. I can't imagine that. That's... But I find the whole concept of, like, ASMR... I don't want to use the word cringe, because I'm not trying to yuck on other people's yum. You know, I'm not trying to step on toes in that sort of sense. What I'm trying to say is that, to me, ASMR is like nails on a chalkboard to some other people. You know, it is grating to me. But I just, in general, don't like sounds that people's mouths make. Like, chewing sounds, for example. I cannot stand the sound of people chewing, drinking, anything like that. And ASMR, a lot of times, involves just the tiniest bit of that, because you can't really avoid it, because, I mean, things like your mouth dries out, and, you know, sometimes people just, like, smack their lips or something, and, oh, I do not like it. So I find that whole concept to be just, no. I actually think I need to make the game a little bit louder too. That would probably help. Yeah, I think we'll do just a little bit more of this. I'm not going to sit here and say that, like, last night, when I got off stream and eventually, you know, went to bed and such, right before I went to bed, you want to know what I did? I logged on and just did this. Not specifically in this section, because I wasn't able to get sage, which is the herb that I'm picking. I just went into an area for alchemy and just found a really good loop. And there were people, but there weren't the amount of people that are here right now, like in this forest right now that I'm competing with. And so I just got into a rhythm and just kept running the loop over and over and over again. And then I was like, oh wow, I'm actually high enough level that I can now pick the next herb. So I decided to come up here because in the place I was in, there was the level 1 herb and there were very little of the level 20. And that's what I'm going for right now, the level 20 herb. But in this area, there's trees, which I need to level up lumberjacking. And there's also more of the level 20 herbs than down south. And so I was running this loop last night. I wasn't getting any, I mean, I was getting some trees, right? Because, you know, people can't be on every map tile at the same time. I mean, they could. There's enough people in the game. They just won't because people aren't patient. But I definitely was getting all of the sages. And that does not seem to be a case of something you can do during peak hours. I say that when it's officially midnight in France, and this is a French game. You would think that midnight would not be peak hours. But I mean, it's peak hours over here. It's only 4 p.m. here, so... Yeah, this is the level 1 herb, by the way. Yeah, also the whole... I just prefer if my ears were left alone. I don't know. I think maybe my problem is since my hearing is so much different from a normal person's, I think that's why I react to these things differently. You know, I had hearing aids all throughout when I was a kid. And when they eventually got destroyed, I completely lost hearing in one of my ears. And lost a significant portion of my other ear. So that's why when I say I make game sound, I try to keep the game sound low because I am so deaf, I don't want to have a game sound so I can hear it at a good volume, because you guys would not be able to hear me over the music if I had it, like the in-game sounds, if I had them as loud as so I could hear them. Yeah, I think having the loss of hearing specifically made it so anything to do with that sort of thing, like ASMR, for example, I think affects me differently. I mean, I'm just using that as an excuse. of the time commitment? I mean, that's the thing. It's the time commitment for MMOs is, how do I want to put this? It's whatever you want to put into it. You know? You can do as much or as little as you want every day that you play. I think when I was a kid, I tried to do everything all at the same time and always play, you know, because like you play an MMO and you're subscribed to it, so you're paying a monthly fee or something, and so I felt, oh, I have to play 24/7 or I'm wasting my money. And, I mean, sure, if you're not playing every day and you're subscribed to a game, or you don't play for weeks on end, you know, maybe you don't want to be subscribed or play that game. Maybe you want to play an MMO that's free instead. So that way you don't feel like you're wasting your money. But the way I see it is, I'd rather just enjoy my time playing the game and do as much or as little as I want every day. And if I don't want to play that day, I just don't. And, you know, changing the outlook of how I felt about MMOs allowed me to enjoy them a lot more. And the other thing too is this is Fire Emblem gameplay, which is another plus to me. What the heck? No. What the heck? So it wants me to kill that one last. So it's a tactical game, you know? I attack certain tiles. I move a certain amount of movement. This one has a certain amount of range. This one only hits one target. This one hits in a cross pattern. This one hits in this pattern, you know? It's very, because of being a tactical MMO, you know, it's a tactical combat game instead of, you know, real-time combat. And this sort of, how do I want to describe this? Fire Emblem, no, that's not the way to start that. RuneScape is one of my favorite styles of playing a game, right? I like how RuneScape does their gameplay. Combat. Oh, I did that backwards, whatever. I only even came over here so I could show you combat. What am I trying to say here? What I like about RuneScape is how all the skilling is done. The exact same way as this game. You see a tree, you go up to the tree and you cut the tree down. You get tree EXP. I mean, not tree EXP, but lumberjacking or foresting or whatever they're going to call the skill, you get EXP for it. And then you want to cut the bigger tree, you need a further level in lumberjacking, as an example. And so it's got the same way of doing life skills. You wanna fish up trout? Well, you need to be level 20 in fishing. And the level 1 fish is a completely different fish that you have to find and fish up. And I like that way of doing life skills. I think it is the best way to do life skills. But the problem with RuneScape is the combat. I cannot stand the way they do their combat. The fact that missing, specifically you attack and you miss, is such a common thing. I know that this happened a lot in old school JRPGs and old school MMOs and such. I mean, I recently watched Wetred play through the original Dot Hack series, right? And most of the first 3 games was him just half or more of his attacks were missing. Because guess what? If you're missing half your attacks, do you know what that means? You have to play the game for longer. Because it takes you longer to kill things. And it arbitrarily makes fights harder than they normally would be, because you're missing, and so you take more damage, and of course the enemy doesn't ever miss. They'll always hit you. Oh, am I gonna get this tree? Am I gonna get this tree? Yes, I got that one because he got that one. Let's go! I don't like it as a, like, proof of concept for games. Now, if you're going to miss, I like the way Final Fantasy does it. Maybe you're attacking something that is agile, you know? And maybe they're hard to hit. Maybe you try to attack something that you could only hit with an element, and you're trying to hit it with a physical attack. Like, think blobs in Final Fantasy, right? They can only be attacked by elemental. Can't use a normal, like, physical attack on them. Or in the case of some things, maybe they put blind on you, and now all of your attacks, maybe most of your attacks miss. Or maybe you confuse somebody and you miss. And then you have games like Pokemon, where you have moves that have like 85% chance to hit, or 55% chance, or maybe 15% chance to hit. That all makes sense for missing, because the numbers are put there and they're reasonable. But when you could be a max combat level, we're talking, you know, the max combat is like, you would say, I think 120, and it's because you're 99 in all 3 combats. You could be a 99 combat, or 120 combat, and go fight a level 1 mob, and still pretty... I mean, it won't happen every single time, but you could miss pretty often against a level 1. I'm sorry, even if there is a mischance, there's no reason a max level player should miss against a level 1 mob. And that is the reason why I don't like the way RuneScape does it. And so, the reason I've been playing Hypixel, the MMO, the Minecraft MMO, is because it is essentially RuneScape. Now, I mean, obviously, if you were to ask the people who made Hypixel, they would probably never admit that they would probably never admit that it was they borrowed the whole idea of their game from another game, but it's essentially RuneScape just turned into a Minecraft, turned into an MMO. And so that's why I like it so much. It has the same sort of professions that I'm talking about. You know, you want to mine, you mine. And you could start out with mining, you know, the most basic things. You know, you mine, you know, iron and coal and diamond and emerald and lapis and redstone. Now, you know what? Now we have the dwarven mines. And in order to get there, you need to be level 12 in mining. And you need to also have proven your worth by bringing, you know, some resources to a guy to allow you access to the dwarven mines. And if you want to mine mithril and titanium, you need a better pickaxe, because your diamond pickaxe that you got from vanilla Minecraft, it can't hit mithril or titanium. And that's sort of the same thing for RuneScape. It's not exactly that way, right? In RuneScape, if I'm, you know, a level 99 miner and I want to mine adamantium ore, I can mine, at least I think, it might be the same. It might be the same. I may be wrong, but I think you could mine with a, you know, just basic, you know, like tin or copper pickaxe against the 99 mineral, as long as you're 99. It'll just, what the pickaxe does is it just makes you mine faster, I think. So it's sort of like a little bit of an update, and, you know, yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. Essentially, that's what Hypixel does. And because it's Minecraft combat, you won't miss when you're attacking a target. You just go in and you attack a target, and if you miss them, it's because you swung your cursor, meaning your sword, at a spot and the mob moved. Whereas in RuneScape, when you're in combat with something, you can only attack that thing you're in combat with. Other than some special zones, multi-combat zones, where multiple mobs can attack you at the same time. But you'll always... You will miss the mob, but not because they moved out of the way. And so you take Hypixel, which has its limitations because not for any reason other than just it's an MMO that was made and balanced using Minecraft as its base. They essentially made a custom server with custom, map tiles, and they changed special items and special stats and everything. But it is still, you're still playing Minecraft, even though it doesn't play like Minecraft. And there are certain parts where you can very much play like Minecraft, but for the intents and purposes of what I'm saying here, it's not. You could build a giant castle on your island if you wanted to. You could put Minas Tirith on your island if you wanted to. I say that as Minas Tirith is a anybody who ever tries to make Minas Tirith by hand in Minecraft 07. But it's still Minecraft. So if we take what I'm talking about, that the way that I like gathering, let's use an example here of something, right? World of Warcraft. Okay? Let's say I'm a miner and a blacksmith in World of Warcraft, and I want to mine ore to then turn that ore into gear. Because, you mine the ore, and then you smelt the ore, and then you use it to make a sword, right? Level 1 mining and blacksmithing is the same. Oh, this is the first time we've gotten these today. It's a special thing when once you are level 20 in something, when you're gathering it, or fishing it, or whatever, or chopping down a tree, you have a chance to have a mob attack you. That will, as long as you can kill it, will give you a bag that has 50 of the material in it, essentially allowing you to get more of that material. Anyways, at level 1 in mining and blacksmithing, you are just as good of a blacksmither or miner as you are at level 1 as you are at level 600 or 1000 or wherever it is in it that, the number has gotten to in World of Warcraft these days, okay? In RuneScape, in Hypixel, in Dofus, you are getting better at doing that skill as you are doing it. And what do I mean? Because, obviously a level 1 is not the same as a level 600. Well, no. But what you're doing is you are doing the same exact action as you were at level 1 as you were at, level 600. Oh, whoops. I could have actually hit twice there if I was being smart about it. However, if you look at, we'll use the example that I used before. In RuneScape, you start out and maybe you're hunting. And hunting in RuneScape is you catch a squirrel and you put it in by putting it in by setting up a box, and then you put some acorns below the box, and the squirrel goes in the box falls, you now have a squirrel. Or maybe you put up a birdhouse and birds go in there and they lay their eggs, and you get birds, and maybe you get the bird nest, which has seeds, because birds make their nests out of twigs and seeds. And sometimes you get like eggs because they might lay an egg in there. And you start out with maybe you can only trap mice, and then by the end of the game, you have this huge iron contraption that you're using to catch like a dragon hawk. That is a improvement on the skill. Even if you're kind of doing the same sort of action, you're seeing visually yourself improving, right? When I look at like RuneScape, you start off the game by cutting down trees that look like this, right? Oak trees, right? You start out by chopping down oak trees, and you move on. And then you get to level, 90 or 95 or something, and you can chop down redwoods. And if you know anything about redwoods, they are like this elm tree, but way bigger. Like, this is very short. A redwood would be like 2 or 3 times this height. Watching yourself go up those stairs and chopping down that redwood tree and seeing it fall over, that is what I live for life skilling in a game. I don't want to do the same task. Being able to improve either your tool or the way that you are crafting something. Maybe you're starting with this kind of tool, like you're using, just a regular hammer and chisel, and then by the end, you're using a flame torch, and you're melting the iron into what you need it to be, and then you move to like electronics and such. I love seeing the progression path, and finding a game that has life skilling, because that's what they're referred to, that is good, like has that sort of progression, and also has combat that I don't absolutely hate, is pretty hard to come by. I mean, most games do one or the other. They're either really good at life skilling, or they're really good at PvP, or they're really good at PvM, which is combat but against monsters. And Dofus is kind of all of those at the same time for me. It's got combat that I don't hate, right? I don't want to say it's my favorite combat that I've ever done. I don't have bad things to say about their combat, but I mean, there are obviously ways that I could, if I were making the game, that I could improve upon it. So it has the life skilling that I want, and then the combat that I want, and then the cherry on top, which is the thing that I like the most, is it can be done with other players. In RuneScape, if you are playing with another person, it's because you're doing raids, which are, the end game dungeons. In Dofus, they want cooperation with people in almost everything. Like, outside of life skilling, the first dungeon in the game, and almost every dungeon after that, has an achievement which is called Duo. You have to do that dungeon with another player. RuneScape does not want you to ever talk with or interact with another player basically ever, and there isn't really any way to get in contact with other people. If I press the G button, if I wasn't in a guild, you can look and apply in guilds here. There isn't a way to search. I mean, there might be in today's version of WoW, but there isn't a way to, go find a community to play with. I mean, you have like Party Finder or something, I guess, in WoW, but there isn't anything like that in RuneScape. And once again, I really I cannot stress enough. Do not, like... Can I put this in a way that is understandable? Have you guys ever played Super Smash Brothers? Have you ever played Captain Falcon? And you just... you press the button, the B button, and he just starts winding up, and he goes, Falco. And when he says punch, if you hear that sound and you feel that connection, even if your controller doesn't have vibration on it, right? I'm not saying like some crazy vibrate. I actually don't like it when controllers vibrate when playing games. If that's an option in the game, I always turn it off. But the feeling of that connection, and then the character going flying off the screen. Now imagine you're like a great sword user or something like that in a game, and you miss. You're a person that can hit really hard, but you miss just because there's a built-in percentage stat, which is like a 20-25% chance to miss, no matter how high your accuracy is in RuneScape. Now, I don't know what the percentage to miss in RuneScape is. I'm just giving a random number. It might be like 10 or 5% or something. But you have a chance to always miss. No matter how good, no matter how skilled, no matter how much accuracy you put on. And that's sort of what it is to me, that feeling of connecting and being able to hit really hard in a game. And then knowing that I can hit really hard, and then going up to a goblin, trying to falcon punch a goblin in RuneScape, and missing. It just makes you want to uninstall the game right then and there. Hopefully I've done a good job to explain this. It's... not everybody feels this way. I mean, obviously RuneScape has a lot of people that play it. And I myself, of course, like RuneScape and have played it a bunch. It's one of my, favorite games of all time. But that one specific thing of missing is, yeah. And so you put on the fact that you can't really play with other people, even though it's an MMO. And then you add in that combat thing that I don't like. And, you have the reason why I've tried to find RuneScape outside of RuneScape. And, I was there, on Dofus's launch day. This is actually probably going to be the premise of the video that I'm thinking about making, as, my first actual video back after years of not uploading. And I think it's going to be something, I don't exactly know what the title's going to be, but the premise is that I was there day one when Dofus launched, when this game right here launched, and it was basically a browser game, right? I mean, because it was made in Flash. And the Unity 3.0 launch of the game, which is what we're playing right now, they moved the game engine from Flash over to Unity. And you actually still have the old school Flash version, just like how RuneScape has old school RuneScape. And every time I think, this person won't be gathering this. Yep, and then there's another one. I'm gonna get this one. It's mine. But where was I going with this? I was there day one, and I played Dofus on launch day 20 years ago. Probably it's over 20 years ago now, but and simply because it was a French-based game. This is not saying anything about it other than just because it was a French-based game and it wasn't popular over here, it didn't have game cards that I could go and get as a kid, because I was a kid 20 years ago. You know, I was 14. I couldn't just use a credit card and just pay to play the game like I do with everything else. And so, because they didn't have game cards, I couldn't play it. So back 20 years ago, I played the game for roughly about a year, on and off of being subscribed and free. I think out of the year, I think only 2 months I was free, and they actually had, I think I did it by like weeks, so I don't think it was even like a full 2 months, but I was mostly playing for free for the about year. I mean, maybe on and off for about 2 years. This game's 20? Yeah, what I can do, actually, is, I mean, I can show you from doing this. I'll just do it for you know, like a minute or so. Actually, I can even show you the thing. I'll probably do it at another time and actually show this way back in the day. But oh, where is it? I'll probably have to find them specifically. I have drawings that I did of the in-game characters here way back 20 years ago. Because back then I wasn't a gamer, I was an artist that just played video games. When I was a kid, I enjoyed doing art more than I enjoyed playing video games. I'll have to find it at another time. But here, let me log out of the game. And you've sort of seen how the game was by me playing it, right? You understand at least a little bit about the graphics and kind of how it looked. All right. Hey Vox, how's it going? All right. So, I'm just going to show this for a minute. I actually have to go get some water real quick after this. Here, let me show you. They actually call this... Oh, it's going all right. Okay, this can't be captured, so I need to do window capture. I'm only going to do it as a reference here. So this is the original game. Okay. So you can see just from the character select and the fact that there's a, you know, and this isn't from a web page. This is from their launcher. This is the actual game. It's called Dofus Retro. You have your chat and your combat chat here. Here's the characters. If I were to create a character, you can see, you know, you had RBG. You can clearly tell the characters were put together by, you know, like the typical Flash bits where it's, you know, they're attached at certain joints, the way it was all made. I mean, you can clearly see how this was. You couldn't even have spaces in your name. You had to use dashes because that wasn't allowed, right? Right? And so let me just move my webcam over just a little bit so you can see here. So as you can see, this is your character. This is your timer right here at the bottom. Those ticks right there, those are your timer. This is your map, which doesn't even have an exact map. If we actually look at it, it's like a hand-drawn thing that you would have for, like, you don't see clearly defined spaces. You can tell that I'm on this square, but you don't I mean, if I hover over, you can see where you actually move between them, right? But it is like a map made for like D&D or something. You know, you got your skill points here, you got your spell, and this is the same game, right? I could play a Craw and we would have the same spells, not at the same levels, because obviously the game has been rebalanced. You got your inventory, right, with all your different cloak hat. These are your Dofuses. You got your quests. You got your position. You got your friends, enemies ignored. You have guild, which is a completely different tab. You have your mount, which you don't get till 60, and then that's PvP. You have your spells, and then you have your item tab. So items are if you want to have like consumables like food and such like that. So there you go. This is what the game looked like 20 years ago. So if you want to see, I mean, not exactly. The graphics have been... Look at the guy T-pose across the map. Just perfect. I can't even zoom in on my character. Obviously, this is still Flash, right? It's not Unity, so here, like, your characters didn't actually have faces. Nobody actually moved. You know, in Unity, finally, characters now breathe, and actually their hair moves, and, you know, they're actually alive now, so... Hopefully that was a good enough perspective to show you sort of what the game used to look like 20 years ago. Yeah, I think it was like last month or the month before. Yeah, I mean, look at this character select comparatively. Look when I create a character. Look at the models, you know? You can move them around. You can clearly see my character is, I mean, their stomach isn't inhaling, but you can see how they're animated and moving. You have different hairstyles, and, you know, obviously you have the different emotes. You can check them out with different styles, so that way you could see, hey, you know, if I put this color, I mean, we still have the same basics, right, where you color stuff like you did way back in the original, right? But I mean, look at the difference in all the just the characters and everything, and I mean, comparatively to what I just showed you, you know? But yeah, this is a Craw as well. This is the same thing. See how I have a face? Yeah. Hopefully that's a good representative for you there, GRW. I am actually going to BRB for just a minute. Actually have a BRB screen. Woot! So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to be right back. Alright. I am back. I actually got some food to eat, but I am back now. Oh. Yeah, I think I might want to try to push this to 20 today. Obviously, Alchemist is going to be a ways away. If you're still here, Vox, it's a really adorable emote. Alright. So, we're gonna go ahead and get in call with the witch right here. Hello, sir.
Hello there.
How's it going with you?
It's going all right.
I've been just doing professions on one of my characters today. Finally got to 20 in alchemy. And, so I've been grabbing trees and, sage instead of, you know, nettles. And I gotta say, just in general, just as a general rule of thumb, specifically alchemy and fishing really suck. Because both of them use the same stuff. I want to do the best possible recipe
The fish require
for
nettles.
fishing. Fish requires nettles, and then it requires sage. Ah, well, alchemy requires the gudgeons, and then requires the trout. It's just like, I mean, on top of that, of course, I'm sure I've told you, but they also require other stupid things too, like leveling up alchemy can also use wheat. Just like all of these things make a circle. All of these things make a circle. And that
All
one's
these
still
squares
green.
make a circle.
And that one's still green.
Bothers-
So
bothers me a lot.
I have potentially hope for you today. The cosmic disruptions, the things that they do that buff the drop rates of either mobs or resources or whatever. They it started 30 minutes late today, which means potentially, I don't know if this is a bug that actually started 30 minutes late or not, but that would mean that the mining one on Saturday would start at 3:30, and the mining one on Sunday would start at 3:30, which would be 5:30 your time for both of those.
Then
Which
I may
would-
make it.
So... But yeah, doing all of this random logging and alchemy and everything, I've gotten up to almost 19. I actually looked at it last night when I was 17 in Lumberjack. 17, right? Not like some like 13 or something low. It would have cost me 250,000 commas worth of buying oak logs to go from 17 to 20. That is crazy. So, that's why today, while I was talking with people, while I was, doing my multi-stream and had people on both YouTube and Twitch to talk to, I just went to the forest because the forest has more sage than the area where I was originally doing sage in. Well, the area where I was first leveling alchemy had a lot of nettles in it, but it doesn't have that much in terms of sage, so... And there are actually no trees over there, so... I figured I would chat with people, I wouldn't think about the amount of competition that's going on. I saw somebody cut down one of the giant elm trees, and it was fantastic. Tomorrow. Are you working about the same shift?
No.
Oh?
Working a late night shift.
Okay, well, never mind then. Tomorrow, later on at night, I will be probably stopping playing. I might continue playing it and just put it as like a background thing, but I'll probably full screen it and just stop playing Dofus for a bit, but tomorrow is the, Game Awards. And normally I wouldn't care so much about them, but there's a couple of big announcements that are happening tomorrow, so I just figured why not just watch them. And like the 1999 release date, which totally wasn't announced as being released last year, is totally being announced tomorrow by Warframe. They're totally going to actually announce it and then not miss the date again. But I don't know if I told you, but Lion got Power World because he was looking for one of the survival games to play between Power World and Shrouded, and played some Power World, and he was hoping to play it with me. And the thing that's being announced at the Game Awards from Power World tomorrow is another one of their big patches. We'll find out more tomorrow about what it is, but that patch will go live right around Christmas time, so I'm thinking I'll start a playthrough with him, or, around Christmas for Power World, and they've done a lot of changes. I mean, obviously the lawsuit has hit them pretty hard. The patch that went live today is when you summon your pal, you no longer throw your pal sphere, because they can't do that because that breaks copyright now. You just have to you summon your pal and it shows up right next to you. There's no pal sphere involved anymore because Nintendo doesn't allow them to do that. So, yeah, and I'm sure there are other things that maybe they had to do as well. But the big change that's coming in the December patch that, excuse me, that I'm excited about is you can finally change out the material of something. So let's say we had stone floors and we wanted to upgrade to metal floors. You can just make a metal floor and just upgrade it. And it just changes out the floor, and it works with workbenches or anything on top of it or something. You don't have to fully destroy, and I think it actually is even better than that. I think you can like hover over, because if I remember correctly, the way Power World works is you don't just build a floor tile and then place the floor tile. I think you use the resources to directly place the floor tile, so I think you're actually just upgrading from like wood to stone or something, and it just uses the resources that you have on you, and so that'll be a nice thing. Now, I don't know how much Lion's going to want to play. I don't know how much I'm going to want to play. I don't know if I'm going to be busy around that time. It may be like a once a week kind of thing, but I just wanted to let you know in case it was something that you wanted to join in on when we got there.
Yeah, we'll see.
I figured probably not, but I wasn't going to not tell you about it and just play the game and, you find out later and be like, oh, I wanted to play. So either way, I'll let you know when we're getting closer to actually doing that. And of course, with timing, it may not happen right when the patch goes live. We may wait a while. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube and Twitch. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Finally managed to do it.
I don't know if you wanted to start with anything specific. In Dofus, if you're planning on going into farming or wanted to do professions.
I mean, I just figure we go back to what we were doing last night, working on our sets. I'm just working on professions, and I figured you were not ready to get on right away. I wasn't, gonna expect just because you got home that you're ready to play right away. I just finished eating, so...
I've got like a perfect mob formation.
Oh, are you already on?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, let me tell you, man, these sacks of sages and nettles and everything, I cannot wait until I'm 20 and I can get a sack of 50 ashwood. Let me tell you what. Alright, let me go turn my wood into planks and see if I See if I hit 20. If I do, today will have been. I mean, today is already a success. I'm 19 in Lumberjack, so I'm already having a good time. Don't stop me now. Because I'm live, I'm not gonna talk about specifically what happens, but you seem to remember it word for word. The ending of Apocrypha was just as disappointing as the rest of it, and I can't believe that is what I started with when I started my journey into Fate.
I mean, it's easy to get into. It's the easiest entryway, but anybody who goes back to it literally has the same reaction of, oh my god, what the fuck? This is so much worse than everything else.
Yeah, I was just like, this isn't a fan product?
That's why nobody recommends you get into Apocrypha. Because everybody's like, it's the worst one.
Oh my god,
Like,
Metroid, I'm so close. I'm 300 XP off of 20. Well, I'll get there when I get there. I'm not too worried about it. It'll happen when it happens. Since I'm over in the other one with my other character, let me see how much of my... I want to see how much of my equipment actually sold, if any of it sold, because I had some pretty valuable stuff. Because if everything goes well, you know, I would like to, you know, mage our gear after we get it. Or, you know, I mage part of it, you mage... Oh my god, I am rich.
Must be nice.
I have 200k commas on me, or in the bank. I have 100k on me. And then in my bank, I have 300k worth, so let me see.
What?
Sale.
Man's rich.
So the really expensive stuff didn't sell. I have a bunch of really expensive pieces that didn't sell. Let's see. I am still the best price on both of them, though. Maybe not this one? Yeah, not that one, though. So I could still make another about 80, 90k if I were to relist all of this stuff. It's just a matter of, do I want to do that? No, I want to exit Dofus so I can log on to my other character.
Oh, is someone gonna steal the perfect thing? Don't steal it.
I'm almost on, Woodward.
Don't steal it.
I'm almost on. Game's loading. I'm in character select. I've selected my character.
You're here. Hurry up.
Invite me. You can see me. Or I'll invite you. There we go. We're in a group. Let's go. Funny how we got one on the same map again, huh?
Oh,
Don't forget to change to drops.
Thank you.
I assume you want to be where I am, so I'll go back here.
We gotta be tight.
Twite. Okay. Well, I'll still be here.
Tight.
Okay, so I can hit the... Oh, it's hard to tell. They look... Yeah, because I'm going to stand right here.
So you want to hit the Pippin Blops, and I gotta hit with the Poco.
No, don't push you away from me. Normally I would do the powerful shots also, but... if they're within range, I prefer to just... Yeah, I'm going to give you range because you guys might run away.
Now, are they gonna block you?
Okay. Feels the power. I'm gonna help kill... Which one's less? That one. I want to hit the one that has more HP. No. Bad Pippin Popolopolis. Can you hit them, or your range not working? Probably not working. I suppose you could move to right here.
Yeah, that'll give us more range.
Yeah, that way you can move forward and then shoot and then move back in the line. No!
He's not a coward.
Okay, hold on. I may still be able to do this. I may not hit them for a lot, but that was like 240 damage across the two of them. Perfect. Too bad mine are cowards. Except for that one. We have like the perfect positioning here.
I still can't hit.
You can move back one, right? Would that be enough or no? You can move here?
Oh, yeah, I could. Oh, is it not gonna... Something's blocking me.
Okay.
So, guess I'm going to... How did you step back there?
I have no... Maybe it moved after the turn, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, well, it's dead now.
He's dead, Jim.
You fell in love with Coco.
Okay. This is probably not going to work. There's probably a blop there. There isn't. Die, trash. Yeah. I love it. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum.
I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah. They're dead, Wedger.
You fell in love with Coco.
Fighting blops is just fun.
It is.
Thanks for the follow. I am sorry, I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. I could say MS, maybe? Oh, you hit two of them. Plop, plop. They're cowards this time.
Well, you can move to my right and still hit that peeping block. Or move to my left, whichever works for
you. See? Huh? Come on, don't be a coward. He's a coward. We're gonna have to start moving forward if we want to get to that one.
Alright.
How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Oh, right. Remember to move back. Die. Cowards. I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself? Let me see. Distance shooting. Come here, boy. Coward. I'm guessing you can only hit the biblop. Blibbity blobbity blibbity bloobity.
So if I did that... Nah, it's not gonna let me. I'll at least move us forward.
Aha! Hello. I can't hit any of us with the enhancement. We are not
running
getting...
away.
They're cowards, Wetrid. A lot of them. Well, he's exactly where I wanted to shoot. Maybe if I get in front of you? Nah. I can still hit the one I need to hit, though.
He put a fucking shield in the way. He's like, nah.
He's out of my range entirely. The bastard. Oh, oh, maybe? Yeah.
Can't quite hit any of them, the other ones, so I'm just gonna have to stand in front of you. And fall in love with the goal.
Oh, I can't. I can just barely. It is one off. Your Astro Knight will be able to.
Running.
Never mind. I was gonna say your Knight will be able to do it. Nope. All right.
You should be able to suck him in now.
I can do that. And then let you have some leeway, because 4 movement OP. No, you coward. This is the problem with the AI that's smarter than us, is it knows what the challenge is, and so it's just being annoying on purpose. Whatever, I can hit it. I can hit it next round.
You got this, dog. I believe in you.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh, now you want to go over there.
It has 1 HP, Ledrin. It has 1 HP. Okay. Time for your comeuppets. You're not getting away this time. Nice.
You son of a bitch! Why?
It's alright, we can kill it with Astro.
Get the shield.
See? We can kill it with Astro. I buff you. You do good damage now. You do?
I do not reach. But I will fire anyways. Oh, I didn't get nothing.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna work. I'm disappointed in measurable.
No, it's 1 off. I am one.
Come closer, Pippin Blop.
Yes. Yes.
Blop, blop, blop.
Okay. Well, he dies next turn.
Yeah, he do.
There. Now there's no way he can get into a corner.
Now you can't escape. No escaping. You can't run anywhere. I have blocked your path. Can't quite reach. Right. Do it. Kill him.
You die today. Oh. I have to do this.
You could have moved around. It's fine.
Woo! 3 and 4, let's go! Oh, and 4 and 3 dead blobs. Holy crap!
Drop, baby.
That's the good part, my guy. Yeah, we're doing we're cooking.
We only got 1 indigo blop, but we got a bunch of bit blops. Over to map to the left.
Sure. Yeah, we'll do that one. There's actually 2 good ones in the 2 other tiles too, but they're not big groups like that. I think we're actually like almost done already. Pippins. You know what? The Astrub Knights can attack that, and I'll stand right next to this one. You probably want to be next to the Coco, right? It's not tight or anything, is it?
Is it? I haven't checked. It's Wallflower.
Okay. That's fine. Here, make it a little easier on myself.
And it's possibly right next to you, but it doesn't matter. You're an agility character. You can get out of there.
Oh, he's not getting away. Oh, that's the Indigo. Ah, that's whatever. I'll help take it out. It's just as resistant to both of us. I didn't realize that that was...
in love with the Coco. Alright, now you just gotta move yours to a wall.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I knew I didn't need to worry about the Pippins. Pippin Blopsolopolis. And you're already out of wall, so... You're good.
Use the diagonal as wind, so it's effective.
Hmm.
Then you can move one, do a wind, and, or do that.
It's fine. It worked. Looking to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. Those stupid shenanigans. Good luck. That's all I can say is good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Normally I would say like good luck, have fun, but you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So the second phrase doesn't exactly apply. Also, for anybody watching either on Twitch or YouTube, I am on both platforms right now. I'm on both.
Blue ability is probably your best ability to hit into the Pippin. Because it'll do the most damage. You always have to be right on top of it for it. There you go. That's gone.
Uh-huh.
On this turn, I kill that one.
Oh. Nice. And I'm not throwing shade to anybody that likes Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just... I like playing card games because they're fun, and what people do when they play card games is something inside of them breaks, and they're no longer a person, and they stop having fun. And they take the fun out of the card game. It happens in Magic, it happens in Yu-Gi-Oh!, it happens in every card game I've ever seen played. It's people don't know how to stop themselves. Okay, so what do you have in terms of block pieces?
I have 5 Coco, 7 Pippin.
We need one more Pippin piece and we are done.
There is a Pippin Biplop right there.
I don't know the exact number. I think it's something like 23 and 24, but...
We're doing
right.
challenges. 3 turns, easy.
But what people do in card games is they make them not fun by doing things like one turn defeating an opponent, you know, it's just... Alright, trade me your stoof and things. And I'll also need your dead blops. Okay. Alright, we can now make the whole set, except we need to farm the drops. I posted yesterday the zone where they are in. So if you look on the map, you can kind of see where that zone is. It is
Underneath Troll Fair.
way underneath Troll Fair. I mean, I guess yeah, it is. I mean, you can see the giant area there. I mean, either way, let's start going over there.
Already going.
Yeah. So, I think we just need all of the mobs there, so we might as well try to get them all to get all the
achievements.
You know what? Should we do the achievements here for blobs before we leave?
Oh, I'll come back. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try and kill the rest of the blobs.
Yeah, I don't know which ones we're missing.
We did a big
Blob.
fire, a big indigo.
Blob. Cowboy Bebop.
Boy, blob.
Where are they? Where is this an achievement?
Achievement. Wow.
I'm not seeing it. Just gonna start scrolling and try to find it in the monsters list.
Achievements.
Flops, here we go. We need...
Canyon.
some of these are in the dungeon, so...
So not worth it.
Yeah. So if you look there, we're missing Morello, small, Indigo, small, Morello, big, and then everything else is going to be in the dungeon.
Yeah, the cherry, the indigo biplop, and then the rest of it's in the dungeon.
Yeah, the Blop Shroom down to the Trunka Blop are all in the Blop dungeon. So it's not worth it. I realized I was going a different direction than you were, so... So for this, I figure we'll just, you know, fight what we can see and then go from there.
Robo Mace and Equipped Chest. This is a fucky map. I don't like this map.
Also, they have a good amount of health, so just be careful.
They can't move very far, so if we keep them at a distance, we should be fine. Wallflower.
Okay, that's easy. I'll just leave Astrop Knight right there. Just remember, edge of map also works.
Yep.
Do 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 do. I can't actually move him any. Yeah, you're gonna have to move your Astrop Knight up before I can move mine. Did you get both of us or just one?
Just you.
Ah, rip.
Then
You know what
you
I
can
should
move to the
say?
pit.
You know what I should say? Oh, you son of a...
What's wrong?
I could just barely not hit them, so I steal range from them, then I place the thing, then I attack them. So they don't seem resistant to me. 10%, that's not that bad. Yeah, I'm gonna say Rip May, because you know what it means.
Rip me!
Oh, they are very resistant to you. At least those ones are. The chest doesn't seem to be.
Robo Maces are 30% resistant to me, 10% resistant to you. The chests are 10% resistant all around. And Mr. Robonicle is weak to us. The pushy robot is weak to you.
Oh, I can't wait, Wetred. That's a nice... Is he gonna move? He might move. Please. Please. Yes.
Still within range.
All things come together.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. Is it not gonna work out?
It's not gonna work out.
All these squares make a circle. And that one's still green.
I can't hit it, Wetred.
And that one's still green.
This is the best I can do. It's because apparently this right here, the tile right next to that, even though it's grass, apparently it blocks my line of sight. Why? I don't know. I'm a little worried about when they get too close to you, so... Well, poor bacon. It's been bacon-fied. Dang it, Bobby. I would have loved to hit all three of them.
And he moved out of the way. God damn it.
God damn it, Ricky Bobby.
More power.
Hmm. I got one.
Job.
Job's done. You know what though? I am maybe, potentially, probably going to also play the original Warcraft games on stream too, because I was planning to buy them on Good Old Games, and like that was the go-to. But then Blizzard said, you know what? We actually like this 20-year-old game that we didn't care about because Good Old Games started selling it. So what happened was Good Old Games partnered with Blizzard because Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2, which I own, by the way, these are games that I literally can go and, like, not a foot from me is the physical discs of both of these games, Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2. I literally have the original battle chest actually as well, and they don't work on today's computers because they were meant to run on, you know, Windows 95 and Windows 98 computers. So Good Old Games is a company that is trying to preserve video games because there's so many games. I mean, like especially gacha games, but older like 90s, early 2000s video games that are just nobody can play them anymore because we don't have the right kind of like software. Like our software isn't compatible with these really old games, and so what Good Old Games is doing is trying to make games available to as like old games available to people. And so they partnered with Blizzard to make Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2 playable on today's computers. And it did so well that Blizzard said, you know what, you're not allowed to sell this game anymore. By the way, we remastered both of them so they look better now. They literally used Good Old Games as an advertisement to see if their game would still sell. So I was planning to buy them and play them because, I mean, Warcraft 1, the first Warcraft, was my first video game I ever remember playing. I'm sure I played one before it, but I mean, it doesn't get much earlier than 1995 in terms of video games. And so I wanted to play them, as a potential stream thing. Okay, so let me go back to this list. We need... we should try to fight all of these if we can find them. But we need...
19 hinges. We don't need chains. Oh no, we need 20 chains.
Yeah.
We need 20 chains, 19 hinges. We need a mace, a 13 claws.
The Robonical Claw is going to be from Robonicals. What do you think these things would be called? Who knows? I'm going to start looking for them. Robo, maybe? Yeah. I'm going to start looking and see if I can't find them.
Impetomatons. So it's Equip Chest, Robonical, Robo Mace, and Pushy Robot.
Okay, so which ones are missing from those?
10 damage shell, 10 Robo Chains, 10 hinges, and 10 claws.
That's going to almost finish it there.
Pushy.
Robonical and Pushy Claw? It's right here. There's a whole group of them.
The 5 group?
Yeah. I just need to heal up a little bit.
I'm like full health, so...
Yeah, I just want... Oh, God. Well, tell me what the challenge is, but I'm probably gonna flee immediately.
It's focus. Because we're not doing barbaric.
Well, we're just not gonna do the challenge then and focus on winning. Well, we have to do the challenge. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, I will try my best.
Yep. If you start fighting something, I may go on the defensive. I cannot promise you anything.
Okay. Alright, what do you want to attack first?
Probably the Robonicals.
Okay. I'm just gonna get in a group so we can buff up with Astrib Knight. But if you have to use your shield...
Now I can't hit the fucking guy. Can I... Wait a minute.
Alright, I can go right next to him. And if you need to use your shield to live, feel free to use that also.
I have to put my shield on because I don't have any other options for that.
Yep.
Oop. Use the wind move, and you can attack the Robonical that we're fighting.
Just don't push it, because if you push it, it'll count as hitting both.
Wait a minute. Is the pushy robot... Where's the pushy robot?
It's right next to you.
Okay, so I can't do that. Then I just have to buff. I'm not doing so hot, dog. I can't attack it here. I can't attack it.
Yeah, if you need to flee just so you can live, feel free to.
I might have to next turn. If I live next turn. Who do we want to attack next?
Whatever you think would be easiest for your hopper to attack. Probably... Okay.
Go ahead and just say that one.
I am also about to die too. Yeah, this is,
This might not happen. We might just need to say fuck it to try and live. Okay. At the very least, I can go out here. Try and like hide it over here in the corner.
Okay, yep. I mean, here's the thing. We killed 2 of them, so, like, if we had AoE, this would have been a more possible fight. I think that was the problem. We didn't have any AoE.
Yep, that's us dead.
Alright, let's go back to... Troll Fair.
Yep. Board and I'm at Troll Fair.
I think we could fight that group there. The
Robot Robonical equips chest, that 4 group we might be able to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I need to wait for my health because I ate all my food and that's it. I'm tapped out.
Yeah, let me know when you're good and we'll.
Yeah. I'm good. God damn these maps.
Why the fuck they keep doing this, man? What's our challenge?
Along the same lines or Nomad? So probably along the same lines, because then we can easily do
along
that
the same lines, yeah.
We can use the Astrub Knights and put them in the center for bait.
Yep. Oh my fuck, God. This is why I hate it. They're summoning more chests! It's an infinite loop!
Huh. Which is the original.
This one chest next to my Astrub Knight is the main thing. If we kill that, like 5 things die. Holy shit. That's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, focus that equip chest.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
And if you need to back up because of your health, feel free to. Oh, you're not along the same line?
That's completely my bad. My brain was not braining.
I mean, all we did this for was the challenge, so... Alright. Well, hopefully we can still win. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. These things are so tanky.
They sure are.
And the ones all over here, all three of the ones that the Astrov Knights are attacking, are all not real.
Yup. A real one came over to you now, though, so it's over there now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these chests suck.
Freedom.
We killed all of the dupes. We killed the dupes.
Freedom at last.
That one's still real, but fuck, dude.
Can't believe how many summons a stupid mob was allowed to have. At least now we know for the future.
Well, no, the problem is the chest summoned a chest, which summoned a chest, which summoned a chest, which summoned a Robonicle. Fuck, dude.
Well, we're gonna have to do it again.
Sorry.
And I'm gonna have to.
My brain was like, oh, just get out of the range of fire.
I'm gonna have to.
At least we don't need to fight the chest. We only need to fight the Robonicle and Pushy.
I need to eat. Don't have a lot of. Don't have any health restore items.
I'd give you some of my oat rolls, except they're account locked.
Yeah.
Is this? No, we don't need a singular Robo Maze. That's not helpful.
Yeah, we need the Robonicle and the Pushy.
Yep. He's gonna go out and cert. Pushy, Robo Mace, Robonicle.
Okay.
I'll wait for you over here.
I'm not full health, but I'll at least come over.
And then you can sit and just restore.
Yeah, I'm about 200 health off of being full.
Yeah, I want you to be full health. We kind of need it.
Yeah. This is why, like I said, these are... It'd be kind of expensive to buy all these parts, but I figured if we could get the achievements...
It'll save us a lot.
Yeah, it'll pretty much finish them. Yeah, no, I think almost everything. Just the, like, fringe pieces that we can just buy, like, oh no, we have to buy 2 belts or whatever, so...
Yeah. A couple belts for a mace or something. Oh no, anyway.
Yeah, and I still have to buy 2 ebonite for myself. Though the next step we really should do, I mean, obviously I know we probably want to level maging, but we really should get our peewees too.
Mm-hmm.
70 health left. Also, I think I'll go ahead and stop the stream in about an hour, just because I'm sure you can hear it. My voice is actually going from all the talking I've done today, so I'm gonna drink some tea, and it'll be a good time to go feed the cats anyways. Okay, 72. There we go. Alright, what challenge we got this time?
Oh look, we're actually distanced from the enemy farm.
We got zombie and we got first.
Probably first. We can focus down a target.
Ready up?
Oh, right. It's Mace Boy.
One year super
One that's super resistant to me.
It does say finished off first, so it doesn't say all attacks, so you can do an AoE.
I can't, because it's not...
Yeah, because the
Doesn't
grass
read.
Yeah. Grass
Wait.
gets in the way.
Haha!
I'd be
Well, I
really
don't have
careful
any
about
attack,
being
but
there. Because he hurts.
He do hurt.
I can hit you! That's about it. Yeah, I personally would have moved over one, but I'll see where the Robo Mace goes, because you may be blocking my way.
I couldn't move, if you're wondering why. Yeah, that's the one we gotta target.
Here, have a toy.
He says, "Yay, toys!" You bitch! Motherfucker pulled me in just to fucking throw me away. You bastard. You can't. And I'm in the way now.
I got there. Took me a bit.
Teleport's not on off cooldown, so hey.
Yeah, as soon as you went over there, I was like, he's gonna die. Thank you forever.
It was not my best moment. I really should have just waited and just.
Yeah, you don't always think things through. It's okay.
This is okay. I'm a dice. Thank you forever. I kept them away from you though, so you know, sort of worked.
It did.
Don't forget to kill the mace.
He is out of my range. I'm doing the best I can. Do what we must because we can. Aperture science.
Aperture science.
Bada,
We do our
bada.
science fair projects for fun.
Hey, at least that pushy robot's almost dead because of you.
Yeah, I help.
Totally.
I'm helping.
Okay, Yuna. Oh god, they're so resistant to me.
I'm not here. It's up to your ass tonight. I don't got nothing.
We do what we must because we can.
We can't. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. There's no use crying over every mess. We'll just keep on trying until we run out of faith.
Wait, hold on. I could maybe do something great. Or we have not achieved greatness here at the Aperture Science Labs. I was going to kill the pushy
You
robot.
combustible lemons, so
What?
you achieved combustible lemons, so that's pretty cool.
What's a combustible lemon?
You haven't heard the Cave Johnson line about combustible lemons?
No.
Oh man, I got something to show you.
Really?
Well, let me go get that.
Alright, Wetrid. We did it. That was not the mobs we needed to kill. We're missing one. Which
Wait.
ones are we missing?
Let me go to my achievements. You. Impetomata, level 60.
Oh no!
We did the achievements, we just need to level.
Well, that's really stupid.
Well, I don't suppose you have a fast track to get us to level 60.
I mean, I got some ideas.
Okay.
I don't know that they're necessarily good ideas, but I got some ideas. Um.
So I'm still only level 53. And my 2 times EXP boost only goes to 57.
Well, your other character isn't even 60 yet.
No.
So, I mean, there's killing mobs that we can kill quickly that give good EXP.
Well, let's look at achievements. Well, what else we got for achievements for things to do?
But the main thing that we can do is if you just go into dungeon, if you just go into monsters and go to a Magna.
Yeah, we could do rest beasts, and that finishes there. So cute, though.
Yeah. And then we could do.
Quacks, quack airs.
Yep. So, yeah, let's go do Rest Beast, which is super down south. It's at the graveyard.
Yep, so I'm just gonna go to Troll Fair and teleport. Okay, so let's look where we're. Guess I'll just go to Astrip City. That's the closest we're gonna get.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna go over to the Place with the gargoots. Let's pick up the quests while we're there, just so that we don't have to double back on them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're not gonna be main quest high enough to do Legend of Autumn, are we?
Well, I just got Field of Dreams.
Ledge. Achievements. Let's do quests. Main quests. It's
So
not
what
main quests.
What all does this guy want again?
Strobe.
Field of Dreams.
Bit. History in motion, quick recovery, real library rats, then it's gonna be.
I mean, I'm not exactly worried about doing all of those. I'm just
Well,
gonna do the
whatever.
ones that are in this graveyard.
Yep.
But to do that guy's quest, I'm gonna have to go just buy the resources off the market. I'm not about to find and gather them.
Yep.
I DM'd it to you. But yeah, their main quest thing is gonna be for when we feel like we want to do it. I mean, the main thing was we got the quest line and we're almost at the point where we can go to Pandalands. That way we have more mobs we can do for achievements over there. Let's see. Magical. Cure by 3. Have nettles on me, sage. I love how both the level 20 and the level 40 resource for herbs for alchemy is less than the level 1 for some reason. Don't ask me why. I should've-
Reasons.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have enough drinking water, so I can go back to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're ready to purify now. Let's go purify our first spirit. Also, there's a single questingle here, so I'm ready to do that for achievements.
Here.
Don't be adjacent to another ally.
See it?
There's one done. To purge our first spirit, there's a garglyph here by itself. Might as well, right? We have wallflowers. He is super resistant to you. Okay, cool. There's two things dead. Well, we could fight the Kwesing way.
Probably
just
the
the
best
two of
we're
those.
gonna find for those.
And then all we need is just a gargoyle, which we're gonna have quests to kill anyways. Alright, what do we got here? Statue.
Okay.
Ruh.
Doodle.
Yeah, look! Now we're just missing a gargoyle. Alright, we have to piss off the spirit by using the herb?
Holy water.
Holy water. Okay.
No. Holy water. Gotta go to the pond.
I'm gonna go talk to the angry gargoyle first.
Fair enough. I'll do that as well.
And looks like you can join.
Good.
Alright. We need to use all of our movement. I don't know if this will count, but if it does, that'd be great. He's 50% reduced for you.
And he's 15% weak to you.
Uh-huh. Movement, okay.
Alright, move your full movement and finish him off.
It'd be great if this worked for the achievement.
Nope.
No, because it's not an official.
Oh, yeah, we have to do it twice. And we don't care.
Wins.
Right over.
And then we just click on the graves that are clickable. Okay. We want us to go to another gate. Where's the pond? This thing you were talking about for the other quest?
Pond. I think it's 2 -21.
2 -21. Okay.
It's all the way over in Astro.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Do this thing first, I guess. It's angry.
Okay.
We'll just do it so it's not. These things aren't hard to fight.
Yeah, they're not exactly like mega hard.
Uh-huh. Random graves to touch. Alright. What was this other one? Find Guy Gare near Astra Pond. I assume that's way up there, so.
Yeah, it's up north near the alchemy.
I didn't mark it on my map, so.
Doesn't mark it. I just kind of remember.
I don't know.
Right over. Oh, he's on this map. He's on 2 -20. Back to the angry Quasengwal.
I love how you run around the map rather than just going back out the way you came. What a long and convoluted pathway to take.
Single gargoyle.
Grab it. I'll be there in a second. I can't believe we got it, man. Shame we don't have the quest to rip off their belts yet, but...
Yeah, but like, hey, I'll take fucking whatever I can get.
Yeah, this is free exp.
Okay.
Alright, what's the
Whatever
challenge?
challenge is, move your full movement.
Okay, I'll be over here then.
I'll also be over here. I don't want to get trapped. Jeez.
Oh, I got it.
Level
Oh
54.
yeah, 2 whole levels. Let's go.
Almost level 55.
All right, we'll do these separately again, cause. It's just faster. Okay, touch the random gravestones. Okay, talk to Becky Gore again. I mean, we might as well do this quest line if it's not too long, you know? I mean, the rip the belts off is kind of annoying, but... I mean, it is XP.
Guy burr. I'm gonna go in the direction of the. Here. Let's go to the crypt.
We've lost Finny, you bastards.
Oh, that's going way over to Becky's cabin. I'm gonna go find the third spirits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, monster achievements seem to be the way to go, huh?
Uh-huh. They really
Especially
are.
because it gave us 2 in 1, because we had a big one.
Yeah, now all we gotta do is wax, quacks, quackers.
Oh, where's the spirit?
Holy water.
Right, the holy water, right.
Oh, this guy's big. I forgot. This is the hard one.
Don't worry, I'm here.
He's doing your thing. He stole your move.
Yeah, we're not gonna worry about achievements because it's quest fight.
Yep. God, he resists me.
No, he's only
big resistant.
he's only 1% resistant to you.
And I still only did that much damage?
Yeah, it's because of the buff the other guy gave. My friends are my power. Yeah, that guy just doesn't take any damage. Alright. Oh no. I've been marked. Marked for death.
Anyways.
Whatever will I do? God, I do note it. The fuck?
Yeah, that's what I said. He's got problem.
Time to run.
Right a roll.
Time to run. Yeah.
Try and hit the ghost.
Ghost?
Your Klaus combat.
Where is he?
Right next to you. He used your wind move. He's diagonally.
Oh, I didn't
left
even.
of you.
I didn't even see him there.
Yeah, beat the shit out of him. And stab him.
Dang it!
Or not.
I ran out of time.
Ran out of time, Goose.
Yep. I ran out of timey-wimey. I didn't break the space-time continuum this time, though, Etrid.
There you go.
That's
Alright,
what Zelda do.
Ghost is almost dead.
It's alright. It's the space continuum.
Now they'll take... No, they still don't take damage.
Chafers
I was
just...
hoping that by murdering him, they'd start taking damage. The answer to that
Why
question.
were Chafers that hard for other characters?
I don't fucking know. I
Like-
don't know.
Maybe Chafers have a passive where if they're resistant at all? Also, hey Revoked, how you doing, man? Welcome.
I mean, the normal Chafer is weak to me.
Uh-huh.
The foot soldier is weak to me. The archer's resistant to both of us.
Don't worry, I'll buff you up, since apparently one of them is weak to you. Nice. Is anything here weak to me? No, no. The Chafer dungeon's just going to suck. Okay. I love it when a plan comes together. You are my beacon.
I am the bone of my sword. Fire
Yeah.
is my body. Steel is my blood. Have withstood many pains to escape climate change.
Sure. Here's something.
Sure am. Guess because I did fire damage, and they're weak to fire.
I don't know, man. No.
Oh, don't tell me you can't shoot him.
Can do that. It does 50 damage. All that for 50 damage. And I was farming potatoes. That's a crummy fight, anyway you look at it. And we have to do it a second time, so heal up.
Alright, well I finished mine, time to do yours.
Yep, I need to heal up first. Let me just sit down, because as we all know, in real life, sitting down makes you heal faster.
It heals your wounds.
Mm-hmm. You know how many games...
Don't you know, if you break your leg and you sit down, for like an hour or so, it might fix itself.
Yeah, it just fixes itself? Yeah, totally, Winter. I absolutely knew that. You know what? Thank you. We have to do that stupid fight again. It's annoying.
Sure do.
Maybe it'll give Goody experience. It gives 100k, which will not level me.
Yeah, it won't level me either. Fun fact.
Did you already? Was that the end of the quest? Did you complete it there?
I know. We gotta go talk to those people with us. We'll go to Becky's cabin, then we'll talk to Najba Hama.
All right, let me do this for people so they know why for the fight, because the ads will start as soon as we do the fight, pretty much. It's not a 3-minute, it's a 1.5 minute. Just done twice. Alright, let's go. I mean, clearly the MVPs of this fight were the Astrub Knights. Are you gonna join?
Yep.
You know what, Wetrid? You did damage last time, so you can take all my damage. I have super buffed you.
I am devoted my sword.
88 damage.
I tried to do as much as I could, okay?
Yeah, you did as much as you could, uh-huh. Here, you do more next turn.
You know what? You're right. I do more next turn.
I am the Senate. Ooh. Oh, I wish I was not blocked. I could totally hit all of them. Wait. Hold. Maybe? No, I can only hit 2.
Well, do what you can because you can.
Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. The ghosted groups. You could probably hit those right there. Alright, welcome people back from the ad break. Get a Master Knight. Oh,
We're all in it there. Oh, suck them in.
Huh.
Don't tell me you can.
Huh.
They're right there.
Wait.
Yeah.
No. Wait. I can do it once.
Okay.
This didn't work as I intended it to. Ah, well, there you go. Yeah, look, see, I hit all 3. Yeah, I can't, it's not like Sacrier where I just hit an AoE. I have to be able to see where I want to land my cross pattern. So, I did what I could.
Well, we killed most of them.
Yeah, it worked out for me. Nice. I think you hit the invisible one too. Tactical bacon. You know, it's the best kind of bacon, Wetrin, because it's tactical and it's bacony. Oh wait, I have to talk to this guy. And then go talk to this guy. Okay. Then we gotta go talk to Niklaus. What's his name?
Nistraclus Cage.
Nistra Calamus. Ah, because he's supposed to be a calamity or something? Uh-huh. Also, I think the only way to get the belt rip-off quest is to be on the main quest.
Yep. It's a main quest, so...
Yep. So we don't have to rip belts off things. What's in here? Oh, this.
Level 55!
Let's go! I can't believe we're doing all of this so we can get level 50 gear. We're getting to 60 so we can wear level 50 gear.
Yep.
How stupid is that?
What? It totally makes sense. Can't wait to spend 200K on fucking handicrafting. Still like level 25.
After we do this, we should go to the next mob. Which I think is just Quacks, right? Quacks, something like that. If I remember correctly, isn't this a solo quest? No, it is not, because I can join you.
What a fucking crew! Let's go!
Oh, we are a full squad. You know what they say about the Squirtle Squad. Dude, we are at the bottom of the turn order.
Yup. We sure are.
And they are completely blocking me from doing any of it.
Now you have an extra move. You're welcome. I contributed. That's what that skill's called, contribution.
Is it called contribution?
Yup. I contributed.
Okay. There you go. I did damage.
Me too.
So just so everybody's aware, I am going to be ending stream in about 15 minutes. Normally I wouldn't do such a short stream, but, you know. Huh. You know what, Wintrid? I think you need to experience the hugging.
Hug. I'm blocking your hug, aren't I?
Why? No, I totally... You're blocking the hug. You're in my way, Wintrid. You're in my way for the last time, Robot House. I hope we don't have to do this fight again.
GG's.
Are we done? Nope, we have to do it again.
God. Fuck. Damn it.
Because I wasn't through all the dialogue yet when you started it.
You know what? I want to be in front. Fuck you.
Sure.
Oh my god, the fucking gun guy is already in here. We got a party. Party around the gun guy.
You know what, we built this city.
We built this city.
On rock and roll. Ew. Cat hair. Okay.
Now you can have them all hug.
Can I?
Well,
You
can
always
have a
say
couple
these
of
things like I can actually do. No, none of them can.
What? No. Together.
Man's lying to me.
I did no such thing.
Yeah, that would be perfect for the Sacrier, but I'm not playing my Sacrier, Mr. Wetrid.
Well, you can stab the fucking salamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamamam.
You dead.
You did, Jim. No, you're not helpful. Here, I'll buff the NPCs. Go NPCs. Look, I gave them power. Unlimited power.
Yo, they healed the Astrub Knight. Let's go. Why couldn't they heal me? I was missing way more health.
They healed me. Let's go.
I hate it here. I feel like I'm not being appreciated. Yay, we did it, Wetrid.
Ooh. Quest over.
Ooh, 56. Bet you wish you were this good. Oh, I leveled, so I don't have to worry about stuff.
Where do we find blacks? B for bestiary. Because I know where the quacks and quackers are, but where do we find blacks?
I have no idea where blacks are, if I'm going to be honest with you.
There isn't a search for... Okay, where's wind black? Ah, we need to go to the quack's nest.
The dungeon?
It's the dungeon. Yep.
The level 50 dungeon that we're probably not good at. Yeah, okay, we're gonna skip Wax and we're new Quacks.
So we're gonna go quacks and quackers.
Because we've already done them, so we know how easy they are.
Easy, yeah, uh-huh.
Alright, Wetrid, let's go fight them, like, one at a time.
Yes, so let's see what we've... I think we've got some of them, so let's look at Quack and Quackhead.
No, because we did them on the other characters. We haven't touched them at all on these two.
Oh, we haven't touched... Yeah, that's, Don't
worry, I'm already here. I already have a group for us. You know what? I'm gonna go to Astrub City to get bread.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. You should do that.
I need food. I may not actually have any. I may have to just buy it.
How much is... Oh. Expensive.
There we go. I got food.
But I'll buy a couple more oats. There we go. Now I have a total of 40, and then I'll go back to rolling plains and plans.
Crackler Mountain. Okay. I'm good to go.
I haven't walked over there. Should have walked over there when I was closer. I'm just really stupid.
Yep.
I'll be over in a minute.
I'm not gonna shortcut it.
While I'm walking, I'll share combustible lemons with you.
Huh?
I'm gonna share combustible lemons with you.
Well, I will watch it after stream.
Okay, well, I'll just send you the link then.
Did you know if we were to complete a challenge of 33 more challenges of mobs above our level, we would get like 300k EXP?
Okay.
Oh man, so it takes quacks, blacks, and quackers.
Yo, that's the problem. We have to go in the dungeon.
I mean, we could always try it, but
Either way.
Alright, here we go.
I'm ready.
We'll fight small groups. Because the wind one is completely resistant to me. So it is at 100% on you. Be diagonal.
Oh. There we go.
Achievement done. Well, that was easy. Oh no. Can you get diagonal?
Oh. Help. I can't attack, but I could get diagonal.
Perfect. Wasn't even a problem.
All according to plan.
Alright. Now let's keep looking. We're gonna find small groups, so.
Yep.
Okay. Not that I think we couldn't do.
Ice quack and quack air.
Not that I don't think we could do bigger groups, but just because we're doing challenges.
It's more annoying to do bigger groups.
Yeah. Don't be next to an ally.
Okay.
Oh, it fucking picked.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
I had it selected. Stupid. Stupid.
Stupid Vegeta. With the fire. Yeah, it's burnt chicken.
I'm having chicken for dinner tonight.
Chicken.
Well, it would have been an easy challenge, but stupid thing picked the wrong one.
They're immune to neutral damage. That's why that didn't work. In case you were wondering.
Oh, I did what I wanted to do. Well, it's a decent group. Hi, Cinna. I know it's almost food time. I'm gonna do one more fight, sweetie. Alright, challenge is use the same element. Or this is unfailable. It's wallflowers. There we go.
Don't fuck it. Okay, we're doing wallflower then.
Which would you rather, element or wallflowers?
Wallflower. Because Astral Knights are annoying.
Okay. Alright, after this fight, I'm gonna end the stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more stuff.
You can't walk back to the wall, can you?
What? I thought I was your Astrub Knight, so I just clicked to move forward one cell. God. You know what? We're just gonna stop the stream there, because I'm just angry. And YouTube, I need to click end stream.